What's going on, Planet S.O.N family? It's your main man, JD. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button for me. This is Drinks with JD. My main man, Deepside. What's up, my brother?
Great to meet you.
Likewise, my brother. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. It's been. Well, I'm happy that you hit me up, and like I said, man, I'm just excited for you to be here. So, since this is our first time sitting down together, can you please introduce yourself to the Planet S.O.N audience? Can you please let them know who you are, where you're from, and what you do?
Of course. So my name is Deepside. I'm coming out of San Angelo, Texas. I lived in Baltimore for a couple years, learned how to make some more music. Now I'm living in San Diego, learning the scene out here, travel the world, making music, doing what I love to do, chasing the dream, making it happen. 20 years old, and we're on Drinks with JD.
There you go.
Thanks for watching.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
And I actually wanted to give you this. I know you said you're in the Air Force.
Yeah.
That is a coin from the base in my hometown.
Wow.
San Angelo, Texas, man.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
I'm probably like one of the only artists to come out of my city.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty big Air Force town, so I just want to go ahead and bring that to you.
That's amazing. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it.
Of course.
No, it's cool. Yeah, good fellow, Air Force base. That's pretty cool, man.
It's like it's like a training base.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it right here for the whole show.
Have you been there?
I have not. However, a lot of my friends have been stationed there and also have gone to training there.
Yeah. That's my
cool.
hometown, man.
No doubt.
It's a beautiful base, beautiful people out there.
No doubt. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for giving me that. It's gonna be right there for everybody to view. So I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'll add it onto my coin collection.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for the people watching, it's kind of custom to like when you meet somebody new just out in the world, bring a gift with you just as a way to make a good first impression. You really respect the person. Obviously, I followed JD for a while.
Thank you.
He did a podcast with one of my good friends, Joe Dreams.
All right,
Shout out to him. Go to watch that episode after you watched mine. Watch mine all the way, the entirety.
Okay. Well, thank you for the Southern hospitality.
Of course.
All right, man. So you know how you mentioned you're from Texas, right?
Yeah.
Let's dive in a little bit. Where were you born and raised?
So I was born and raised in San Angelo, Texas. Okay. I lived in Denton, Texas when I was a baby. I've traveled pretty much all over Texas. My ex used to live in Houston, so I've been in and out of Houston, mainly like the Woodlands area because her parents were kind of well off.
Okay.
And then I've been to Dallas, San Antonio, Austin. I got connections all over. Shout out to my guy, Danny Riguez, based in Austin.
Yeah.
He's a great artist. He was from California.
Yeah, but he moved to Texas?
But he moved to Texas.
Okay.
Moved to Texas.
But you were raised in San Angelo, though?
I was raised in San Angelo, Texas.
And what schools did you go to growing up?
So I actually went to TLCA, Texas Leadership Charter Academy for like my entire life. So
is it from like kindergarten to 12th, or how is that?
From pre-K to 12th grade, man. Yeah,
how did you like that?
Man, it was an experience because it started off as like this really like this guy named Walt Landers. He had like a dream to like make kids like really like leadership be. And my parents didn't always have like the most opportunities or like the best childhood. So what my parents did was they really wanted to, especially my dad, he really wanted to make me like a leader and make me, somebody, worthy of like respect.
That's
and
amazing, man.
Can contribute to communities. So I think he's been doing a lot of like behind the scenes, mental programming to, make me. He always said, "Just be better than me." So
to raise you right.
Yeah.
So that academy. At least, do you feel that it helped you, like, let's say, to just grow up a little bit, like, faster than, let's say, your peers who didn't go there?
Yeah, so going there, it was kind of funny because it was actually, like, not a great school for a while. Especially when I went there in middle school, like, the middle school campus was, like, in the hood in my hometown, on, like, the north side of San Angelo, which is, like, the hood area of my city. And so it was funny because there was like this crack apartments like right next to it. And one of the things I did appreciate about that school was like the values that they kind of instilled in you. Like I personally value, being a leader and just taking charge and also just like helping other people and just some of the character traits that they teach you about, like integrity, building character. That was one of the big things. But I also feel like my school was very much kind of a cult. Like it was very much like that kind of mentality of like they would ostracize somebody if they were different. People who went to school with me, you know, I've seen some like pretty like homophobic people, like, you know, it's West Texas where, you know, there's not a lot of cities or diversity. There's a lot of racism in my city, especially between like Mexican people and white people.
Yeah, it's just something different.
Yeah, so growing up, like a lot of my friends were like Mexican, and then we were not always like, you know, super off.
Well, let's say this. How about this?
Yeah.
Do you think it's like a? Would you consider it like a small town?
Yeah, it's
so
like
maybe like a small town.
It's
vibe,
like a small town
mentality.
So it's like a city of 100,000 people,
Okay.
But it's like a small town mentality, man. Everybody there stays broke. There's a lot of teen pregnancy.
No doubt.
You know, people get married by the time they're 20, and then they just stay there the whole time. So my biggest thing, or one of my biggest things with this music, man, was just trying to show people like there's a way to, you know, make it out of my city and you know, do something notable. And so like I think a lot of my music and just everything, man, it's just that culture of just trying to like bring that, you know, use hip hop, which is the best genre to do it
well,
with.
overall, it's cool because at least, you know, you're showing that aspect that, well, you know, you come from a small town, but at least, you know, you could branch out and do a lot of things, and even with art. So right now, earlier you were talking about your parents, right?
Yeah.
So let's dive into that. Where are your parents from?
So my dad was a Army brat. So his dad was like a sergeant major in the Air Force.
Yeah.
And he's my dad had pretty hard growing up. You know, he made a lot of mistakes. And so whenever he was raising me, his biggest thing was like he didn't want me to, you know, repeat those mistakes. And I genuinely believe that I have the best parents ever.
Well, shout out to your parents. Shout out to your parents.
I know they'll probably watch this, so I don't want to like divulge too much information.
But hey, shout out to your parents.
But my mom is probably one of the sweetest women that you'll ever meet in your life. She was a singer.
There you go.
But she had us, so she made raising us a priority over, you know, trying to do music. But she sang a lot of country music.
There you go.
You know,
is she also from Texas?
She's from Texas. She's
Born
from
and
San
raised?
Angelo, Texas.
Wow.
Yeah, just like me.
Yeah.
My dad, I don't think my dad is, but he grew up there.
Okay.
So, but my dad was incredible.
Well, like you just said, he's an Army brat, so maybe he moved around and all that.
Yeah. So my dad was incredible at like instilling a mindset in me, and it's only gotten stronger as I've left, because the more I see the way the world is, the more, you know, I see what he was trying to do, and I really respect that about him. And you know, all the stuff that, you know, all the sacrifices that they made, I think, you know, with the music and just trying to be successful, like I want to like eventually, you know, repay that.
Of course.
And one of the things that I think a lot about, you know, me being who I am, I think the more successful I am, the more, you know, my parents are gonna be able to get that like legacy and that kind of respect.
That's what I'm talking about.
And you know, eventually, like when they die, like I want them to be remembered, you know, through me.
Well, how about this?
Yeah.
Right? Since you're speaking about them, and you know, obviously, they've tried their best to, like, I mean, even, you know, send you to an awesome academy and all that stuff. Well, okay, so you do music, right? And you just mentioned how your mama sang. Like, do you think you get your musical side from her?
Yeah, so definitely my dad is not very musically adept.
He's not an artist. Yeah.
No, his music's really not great.
Okay. No.
He tries, like he has things that he likes, but they're just not my style.
But your mama though.
My mom has an excellent ear. She has a beautiful voice. There's been a couple times where I've been able to like write, and we actually like recorded a song together when I was in high school.
Wow, that's awesome. You have a song with your mom?
Yeah,
that's
it's
so
like
cool,
it's like something like little
that's
like YouTube
cool.
thing.
No, that's cool. You know what? Now that you're actually pursuing it, you should really do it again and make something way better than what you have. Well, I mean, I haven't heard it, but let's say,
Yeah.
you just talk about, it's a YouTube thing.
It was
do
pretty
something
good.
with your mama. That's awesome, man. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love my mom. She always said like, oh, like
That's cool,
one of my kids to grow up and be a singer. Her favorite movie was this movie called August Rush, and he plays like the guitar with his.
Wow.
He like slams it.
Yeah.
And like that's how he plays guitar.
That's
so,
cool, man. That's cool.
Just growing up, and I remember being in like school and stuff. There was these two girls. Their name was like Lillian and Georgia, and they would always like sing, and I would just be writing them like little songs. And then, when I started making music, it was just like, okay, I'm gonna start writing raps, and they were just so bad. But just seeing my mom would always sing.
That's so cool, man.
I think that's where my musical side comes from, and then my dad is just like an absolute like business.
Okay. Well, that's good. Hey, at least you could use it from business side and with music.
Yeah.
So let's say right now, right? You're mentioning how your mama said one of my kids. Well, do you have siblings?
Yeah, so I actually have one half brother. His name's Sebastian. Then I got two step siblings, my sister Ashlyn and my little brother Evan.
Are you the most artistic?
I don't want to say I'm the most artistic because each sibling in my family has got their own thing.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to hear that. You did a song with your mom. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
but no, I think it's pretty cool because I love the concept of family working together and also building a bond through common talents, and that's pretty awesome. But okay, how about this? Besides music, right? What else were you interested in growing up?
Daygo.